pals, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for this video. I'm going to be showing you some DIYs and some home decor pieces for winter/Christmas. Because we're not actually going to be in this flat over Christmas, I didn't want to go too all out on the Christmas decorations because it's like a waste if we won't actually be there. So instead of Christmassy decorations, I went for more winter, cozy, Hygge kind of decorations. So lots of nature, lots of cozy things, lots of candles, like this one that I just got from Cancer Research Shop. It is cinnamon orange scented. And it's literally like the epitome of Christmas. I can't wait to burn this. So first things first is getting rid of all of my autumnal Halloween-y decorations that I did for my previous video. And a lot of them I'm actually going to be recycling. So the pumpkins can be unfolded back into pajama t-shirts, and the jars, I'm actually going to use them for a DIY this time round, like reuse the jars. So straight on to my first DIY, which is an orange garland. I kind of underestimated how long this would take, and you're supposed to wait until your orange slices are completely dry before you thread them onto the garland, but I'm a bit impatient and I wanted to do it now. So this is a kind of sped up lazy version. You basically slice up your oranges into really thin slices, use a bit of kitchen roll or a tea towel to get all of the juice, as much juice off as possible. You want them to be as dry as possible, and then you can put them into the oven to dry them on a low heat for a couple of hours, making sure you're turning them. But this wasn't really working for me because we have a gas oven rather than a fan oven, so the moisture just wasn't going anywhere when it was coming out of the oranges. So I found a better way is to actually just put the slices on the radiator once you've obviously got as much juice off as possible. And then once they are dry, you basically thread them onto a garland with twine or wool, or I'm using embroidery thread, something that's pretty sturdy. And you just need to make sure you're doing 2 stitches per orange slice so that they'll hang the right way. My next DIY isn't really a DIY, it's basically to do your Christmas wrapping as you buy your presents, and then the wrapped presents themselves become a decor piece. I love using brown paper, like packing paper, to wrap Christmas presents in. I just think it's so classy and like, yeah, classic almost. It's really exciting when you get a brown paper parcel, and I've used different coloured wool for the ribbon instead of using like a shiny ribbon. And then you can arrange these nicely somewhere, maybe under your tree if you have a Christmas tree. And then the more Christmas shopping that you do, the more of a decoration item it becomes, and it kind of builds up to Christmas Day, and then you give all your presents away. And the final one is using the jars that I used for my pumpkin fairy lights DIY last time. I basically stuck a load of sticks around the outside of it so that it can be a tea light holder. I went out into the park and I got a load of sticks and I washed them to make sure they didn't have like dog wee on them or anything, and then left them to dry. I have seen this done with cinnamon sticks and it looks really cool, but real sticks are free, so went for those ones. And I tried a couple of different ways of doing this. If you have a hot glue gun, that would probably be the best way, but I don't have a hot glue gun. So I tried with super glue, I tried with just PVA glue, and in the end I found putting an elastic band around the jar and then slotting the sticks into the elastic band is the best way to kind of get yourself started. And then, as I did with this little shallow dish that I had that was for like an individual dessert, instead of waiting for the glue to dry and then taking the elastic band off, I actually covered up the elastic band with some colourful wool that I used for the presents. So the elastic band is still holding it together, but the wool looks prettier. Please be super careful with this. Don't leave your candles unattended. I would hate if anyone's stick jar caught on fire, you know, sticks are pretty flammable. So yeah, just be super careful with this one. And my final thing, which is the most exciting thing, and this is something I bought rather than DIY'd, I bought a load of fairy lights for our little alcove. Now that it's kind of Christmas time, all of the shops have their fairy lights out, and normally I would wait until January to buy Christmas lights because they're on offer, so you get them a little bit cheaper, but I just couldn't wait to do this. So I bought some Christmas lights and I strung them in the alcoves of our little area where our sofa is, and there was a really horrible lampshade on there before, so I took that lampshade off and put it in the cupboard, and now we just use the fairy lights to light that corner, and it just looks amazing. So those are all of my wintry DIYs. They're not super wintry, they're not super Christmassy, but I really like that they're subtle, they're bringing nature in, like I said, and really like Hygge. If you replicate any of these DIYs, please send me pictures. A couple people sent me pictures of the pumpkin fairy light jar thing last time, and that was so cool to see other people's renditions of it. So tweet me, put them on Instagram, you can DM me or put them publicly, whichever. I would just love to see your creations. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you are amazing. Please give this video a thumbs up if you've liked it, and subscribe to my channel for more of my videos. I do a whole range of things, not just DIY homeware things, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!